All right, here we go. And kickoff does go the way. I gotta pull string off. I don't know which side is here.
It's banged away.
Oh,
Wi-Fi brings it into the Panthers half. Looking for a quick goal. Saved by Jared. Jared's going to have it in the corner. Crosby playing a challenge. Panthers may have a breakaway here. Pokey plays a soft touch. Woozy might have a shot on that quick. Places a high. It's going to be backboard. Pokey with the 50. It's still in front of the net. Crosby's able to clear out. He's trying to get possession. He's going to roll it across the backboard. Is Pokey there in time? Woozy with a great clear. Right in the corner. The corner's the safest place on the pitch. As Jared looks for an offense touch, to look for the quick counterattack. Kevin tries to follow up. It's going to roll straight into the hands of Woozy. Kevin, can he get a bump? Good saves by the Squirrels defense as 3 of them were in the net.
2 up for Squirrels. Gonna get a beat though. Pokey's just gonna find the back of the net here. What happened? It was just a clean beat, it looks like, and it just finds its way to the back of the net. Yeah, he's just up a lot quicker. Value squash. Just I don't know. Probably should have had that. It was a free save on the back there. I don't know. It's still 1-0 to the side of Squirrels, and this is kind of what I talked about. They have the hot hand coming into the series. I mean, they are coming off a huge 2-3 game wins from the play-ins, and I expect them to come in hot, and they've shown that they can do that. You know, scoring the first goal of the series is always important. It sets the tone. And it looks like they're able to keep it on the orange side for the moment until it gets cleared away by Jared, straight to Woozy, and straight to the backboard.
It's going to be popped out into the midfield. Shot back at the Squirrels. Wi-Fi there for the touch. Seems Wi-Fi is going to try to keep it again. Puts it over the corner, straight to his teammate Pokey. A little bit coordinated team play out of the Squirrels. Ball's rolling though. Double commit, but that both missed from the Squirrels. Panthers here, they have all the boost in the world, while the Squirrels have very little. Wi-Fi able to get some space. Seeing his boost stolen though, and boost is a crucial factor into the game of Rocket League. Jared trying to make something happen. Kevin cannot get the shot on.
Now down the field, Squirrels have possession in the corner. Now they're just going to let it go here. It's going to get cleared out back to Pokey. And right now, it just looks like Squirrels have had a lot cleaner opportunities. I mean, they've taken their one they've gotten, and that right now, that's all they've needed is. Right now, Panthers' shots have just been off. If they can start connecting with them, things could go the complete other direction. Here's a shot opportunity, just going wide from Squirrels. Right now, it has been sitting in the orange hat for most of the game, and it is costing the Panthers. This one goes in front of the net. It's going to get cleared away by Value. Going to be up now. Crosby has time on the ball. He's going to like to pop it up, go up after it. Woozy up with the beat. Pokey there to follow though, and it's just a little bit of ping pong at the moment. No team really gaining possession. Here's a shot opportunity going to the backboard, and Squirrels keeping a follow up. That's just a shot from Wi-Fi, and it's beautiful as it falls in 2-0 to the Squirrels. And Frog, it's looking like Squirrels have complete momentum going into this.
I think Squirrels, they've been on since around 7:30, 8 o'clock, 2.5 hours of perfect warm-up time. As they thought they were going to have to play at 8 o'clock, and they did not have to. So now they sat here still playing the game. All of them were in the VC. As Crosby, another goal. Squirrels take the lead up 3-0. I think just warm-up is the key here.
Oh, most definitely. I don't know how long the Panthers have if they just had or if Woozy had just gotten on when they joined, or if they took a minute or two to warm up. But right now, it looks like the Squirrels is definitely the better team in the lobby at the moment. As here's another 50. Falls in front of net. Is somebody there to follow up? No. It's just going to bounce across harmlessly. Squash is able to take it in the corner, even though it's actually going to go back up to Crosby off of Bang. And it's just sitting in the orange half. It's Panther has to get something. No. Excuse me. Another shot coming in from Squirrels. And it's going to be 4-0. The hot hand keeps going. I mean, it's just looking like pure dominance from Squirrels.
Yeah, pure domination, 4-0. They've definitely made a statement, but I feel like the Panthers, they'll warm back up. They'll get into the flow of things. I mean, the Wolves, when they played the Panthers, the Wolves won the second or third game 5-0. Panthers are used to these blowouts. they'll find a way. They'll get their victories. They got that Game 7 victory earlier. I know they have what's within them to take a win. This game, it may be just playing for the next game. Get some momentum to roll into the next one. Jared, it's a 2v2. Kevin trying to cause some chaos. Give me a little back pass. Crosby still trying to keep possession. It's going to be a free ball for Poke Ninja. He's going to lose it, though. Right down to Wi-Fi, though. Squirrels getting a little advantage here. It's going to roll across the middle. Is anyone back? Wi-Fi looks for the Doomsday. Cannot quite get it.
It's going to get put back in. And again, it's just sitting on the orange half at the moment. Panthers need to warm up, as this is actually a shot opportunity here. Wi-Fi puts it on net. It's just going to get saved away. Panthers now able to transition down to the opposite side. Poke, not a great touch. As this one's going to find the back of net for Woozy. Panthers get there first. And that's going to be a crucial one, I have a feeling. That's going to get them going. They need to do more of this, though. The longer they spend the opponent's half, obviously the better it's going to become.
Yeah, the more saves you force the other team to make, the less boost they have, the more likelihood you are to be able to get an open net. Even a contested net can still sneak it through an awkward defender. Jared's going to get a touch off the backboard straight to Crosby, though. Crosby's going to miss. Maybe it was calculated. His Pokey was there for the touch. He's trying to keep some possession. Crosby's going to 50 him. Jared to the ball. 50'd by Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi gets the dunk. He's going to have an opportunity to get a centered pass. It's going to be a floater down. Pokey Ninja is there for the goal. 5-1 now. The Squirrels, they're still dominant.
They absolutely look great. Maybe see Brazil in game one. Remember, both teams do have a 1-minute timeout at their disposal. You might consider using it after game one here. Try to slow them down. I mean, it's not often you see a game one timeout, but at this rate, Squirrels look unstoppable. Panthers have no answer to their offense. As it's back in the orange half almost immediately. This one's going to find its way to the backboard. No, Squash there to clear it out. And Poke's just there to cut it off. And this game's going to go to Squirrels. How do you think Panthers need to stop this offense? Because right now they're just getting out 50'd, outpaced, basically out everything. I mean, something's got to change.
Yeah, so I think Panthers, they're just maybe overcommitting slightly, or they're getting these challenges that are a bit risky. The ball's getting by them, and then all of a sudden it's a pass, like a 2-on-1 almost. Like one guy passes to the center shooter scores past the defender. It seems like what most of these goals have been. So maybe Panthers maybe have to play a little bit tighter, more reserved. This game speed seems to be a little bit not as fast as the Wolves were kind of playing it. So Wolves they were pulling out some mechs, but Poke Ninja 600 score. I think they really have to watch out for him. He comes in when he's needed out of rotation to score, gets the goal. That's all you need.
Absolutely. I mean, Poke came in clutch there. I mean, 3 goals is that's a very good score line for any rank you play in, no matter what it is. And we had a player crash on the side of Panthers, I believe.
That
Is
is
that
what I believe they said. We'll give them their
oh,
respective time to get a player back in their lobby. It's about 5 minutes throughout the whole series you have for player crashes. So he should be back
uh,
any minute. I mean, player crashes usually pretty fast. One thing I do want to see, obviously a Squirrel Suite would be great because we never did predictions of
no, we didn't.
we never did.
No. Well, we had so much intermission time that
Yeah.
I don't think we knew what to do with half of it.
Yeah, so
But
we could do predictions now if you want. I mean, as a Squirrels GM, it'd be great if the Squirrels win, but I feel like this Panthers team might take it to 7, if not earlier. But I'm gonna go Squirrels in 7. Keep the hope in there.
yeah, I mean, listen, without game one, I still would have said Squirrels probably had the hotter hand. Obviously, like I said, I always harp on teams that have had a longer road. They're always going to be a little bit more ready to go, or they might be a little more fatigued. You know, it can go either way, but I always like to get the edge to the team that has had more games to play, and that would be the Squirrels, as we are finally able to get into game two, I think, as no? Maybe?
Yes, we
Yes,
are. It seems they
absolutely.
are
We are
back.
ready. We are back. We are ready. Let's get this
Maybe.
show back on the road. Maybe. All right, yes. We're
No.
good. No. Maybe. No, we're not
No.
moving. Um, Short.
Yeah, that's gonna take the Panthers remake. They joined without being ready.
All right.
We'll quickly remake the lobby though, and we'll be back. It's a little bit interesting so far. That's like the third remake over the past 2 nights we've had, where something like that's happened, where all the players join except one doesn't. So we'll see how that
Uh,
goes. Squirrels will still be up 1-0 in the series though.
yep. And you got to think, how does this mess with a player's mental? I mean, especially, you got to think of both sides. Is the as a team that's having all these issues, crashing, joining at the wrong point, that obviously takes a small toll. But on the other team that's in there and they're ready to go, they got hot. They were dominating. I mean, does this cool us down? Does this count as a makeshift timeout almost? I mean, does this reset everything?
It is a makeshift timeout indeed. Player crash into a game crash into not. It's basically forcing your own timeout, but it does use your lobby remake. As info is now being sent back to players. They'll be joining back up shortly. I feel like this
No,
could be stalling the Squirrels' momentum.
I could. I listen. The Squirrels came out and they dominated game one. I think the Panthers could be in a little bit of shock. I mean, they probably didn't see this coming.
It is for sure. Because usually you're thinking, oh, they're the 7 seed, they're not that good, blah blah blah. In the regular season, the Panthers beat the Squirrels 3-2, so Game 5 was almost a sweep. Then the Squirrels almost reverse swept. So it is a tight matchup between these two teams. And Squirrels took the first game; they're more prepared. We'll see how the second game goes as we are finally ready and into this match. I don't know who you have taken it. I think the Squirrels may stay strong though.
Let's say I think the Squirrels. I think it's going to stick with the Squirrels. I mean, they have the hot hand. It is the team to beat at the moment. Panthers have to prove that they can beat him, as this is a great pass to Jared. It's going to get the finest way to the backboard. Maybe a shot coming in for Squash. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe Panthers come out and dominate as it's now 1-0. 11 seconds in, excuse me. And this is the Panthers I think we kind of expected coming into this. I mean, great passing play. Honestly, I think that the multiple pauses, I think it definitely took its toll. As there's an open net, it's gonna go wide. Woozy on it, blocked out by Wi-Fi. Woozy able to put it back in. Jared there, shot on. It's gonna be saved away by Crosby. Woozy to keep it in, and now the pressure momentum is completely flipped immediately. As Wi-Fi needs to clear this out, Jared puts it back in. Poke to the sidewall. Woozy on. It's going to put it back to the backboard. Is anybody there for Panthers to keep following? Yes, it is Squash. As it's almost going to find its way to the front of the net. Jared to the backboard. Woozy up. Is he going to be able to beat Crosby? No. The Squash is going to be able to put it back in. Right now, they are getting, Squirrels are being held into their corner. Their small little spot.
Squirrels, they're just going to find a breakaway. I mean, what's happening to the Panthers, they just cycle out, grab their big 100 pad in the midfield. They're right back in it, able to keep this ball in. Meanwhile, the Squirrels are fighting for every little piece of boost they can. We got bumps on the backboard to Demo. He's going to set up an open net. Great recovery by Wi-Fi to be back there for that ball. Woozy's going to beat him in the air. Crosby has to defend the shot. Jared takes a miss. Ball's going to roll. The Squirrels are not going to pressure it. Wi-Fi awkward off the backboard. That's a great touch to keep it in the corner. I think Panthers, they're a little panicky here. They probably are thinking they should have scored already. They have not. The Squirrels have held strong. See if there's a counterattack here by Crosby. Jared's going to be able to take that ball. It's going to pop up once again. Wi-Fi the only man back. Woozy's going to take this in the air. Will he have a second touch? No, he's going to let it drop. Good clearance by Crosby to get it into their corner. A lot of pressure still on these Squirrels. The ball is still just floating in the midfield. 2 Panthers there. Panthers, though, having to retreat.
And Squirrels, maybe ought to get a little possession. No, just elects to pinch it out. Who's going to get a touch back in? Actually, just go right to poke here. This might flip thing. As Crosby's able to follow. Good 50 by Squash. Still going to find its way back out. Triple commit on the side of Panthers. They're still going to find it back on the side of Squirrels. But scary moment there. Triple commits, they're very risky. No matter what rank you play in. As Poke's actually going to whiff here in the corner. It's going to stay in there, though, thanks to Crosby. But you can't have that happening, you know. It worked out this time, but how many more times are you going to be able to get away with it?
Yeah, how many more times are the Squirrels not going to be right there to punish your slow recoveries? So Omega is usually slower. I'm sure someone has faster recoveries than me, but no, usually Omega's not the best. We are in the lower tier, so we'll see. It's going to be a centered middle, though. Pokey's there. I'm liking both teams' defensive plays, though, Clay. Seems like they do get awkward, but they're able to make use of it. Pokey looking for a ground pinch. Just going to let it go. Jared's awkward. It's going to be a bump and a challenge. Crosby trying to get it past middle. Is Wi-Fi there? Wi-Fi the first shot. I can't get there. Pokey was there. Maybe it was a fake.
Oh, it's still back in.
Capitalize. Pokey challenged by Kevin off the back wall. Crosby's still there, trying to get it centered. Is that the Pokey? It's the Wi-Fi. Someone trying to get it in. Squirrels finally find the hole after quite a lot of shots.
I mean, it doesn't matter how it finds the back of the net. As long as it finds the back of the net. A little bit scrappy in front of the net. But at the end of the day, it is still 1-1, minute and a half. Still any team's game. I mean, it's just going to come down to whether or not Squirrels can keep it up. If they're able to, this game is going to go their way. Oh, here's a dunk. It's not going to find the back of the net, but that's still huge for the side of Panthers as it keeps them in. Low boost on the side of Squirrels. And actually going to get a counterattack here. Ball's up in the air. Squashed up. Actually, 2 up from Panthers. Good decision from Squash to go back down and prevent the double commit. And Crosby's going to have it in the back corner. They're actually going to pop it out mid. This is very risky. Double commit from Panthers. This is actually a breakaway opportunity for the Squirrels. It's going to glide across the net from Squash with a great clear out, and that's going back down the other way.
Pokey's going to try to get it clear. Kevin's there on the backboard to receive. Wi-Fi one-on-one. Gets a dunk past Jared. No shot to follow up. Uzi's just going to bring it onto his wall. Voids one. Might have an open net here. He's going to keep control of it. Passes center for Jared. Was there a dunk? And there is. Panthers take the lead back 2-1. Great control by Woozy on the sidewall to get past 2, almost 3 defenders.
Yes, absolutely great job. Defense there was scrambling back to try to get to it. Unable to do so. And 43 seconds, still very doable for the Squirrels. I mean, I've seen crazier comebacks. This is a great touch by Crosby. Slunting back out, but you got to think here that they're going to send in like panic stations a little bit. Or at least turn up aggression as a double commit here. Actually almost works out. I would have liked to see a little bit more rotational play there, but it might have been working out as it still finds its way on the Panther side. As you got a free touch from Wi-Fi. It's back mid. Is anybody follow up? No. Crosby actually waiting for the solo play opportunity. Ends up flipping on accident. And it's back on the blue half. 10 seconds left. Something they have to get it down there quickly as Wi-Fi 3 seconds. Doesn't look like it'll happen.
Yes, that's it. They got to keep it up. It's not. Panthers to tie it back up. I mean, possession is the key. Pressure is the key. I mean, whole first half of the game, I believe Panthers were just battering the Squirrels shot after shot. I mean, 7 shots compared to 2. I thought there would have been way more than 9 shots in that game. Guess there was only 9 officially counted. But yeah, Panthers, they got that first goal because of their pressure. The Squirrels, they got their goal because of the pressure. And then Panthers, their second goal, the dagger, was all because of their passing play. They got a kind of a counterattack, you could say, onto the Squirrels. Squirrels were not prepared for that passing play. Got it in the net. Not enough time for the Squirrels to come back.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, pressure's the key there. Only 9 shots in a game. Yeah, I feel like it should have been at least 20.
There was like 20.
There was 20. 20 unofficial shots. And, you know, Squirrels getting held in there. How much did that, tech pause affect them? Like I said, we talked about it beforehand. How would teams, adjust to, coming back off that? And it seems like Panthers were ready and Squirrels just weren't at the start of it. Obviously, going into game 3, I believe it is.
Game 3.
I just want to make sure I have it. Because game 3 feels like it should be game 17 by now, but
yeah, it's been a long pause of gameplay. We're here back. Game number 3, though, Clay. What do you think the Squirrels need to do to get this game back, get the series lead back against the Panthers?
I know this sounds stupid, but go back to what they did in game 1. Have the absolute pressure. because when they were on the orange side 90% of the game, I mean, you're not going to beat that on almost any level unless you're great at counterattacking. And right now, they look like they're trying to do that. As this is actually going to find its way back onto net from Jared. It's a great save out from the Squirrels. This is actually a little awkward for the Panthers. This is trickling
They gonna
towards
let one
net.
roll? Oh.
Yeah, this is very awkward here. It's going to be popped straight up. Wi-Fi, maybe go for no. It's going to be Poke. Poke taking a shot on net. It's just going to be wide. I feel like that has to be an opportunity you're going to have to take going forward. Panthers are such a quality team. As here, there might be another opportunity here in a second. As Poke's able to get it past one with the 50. Wi-Fi. Oh, great demo for Poke.
Double demo.
Open net for Crosby if he can get a great touch. A decent touch. No, not we had a good enough shot. Pressure stays on though. Oh, Poke. They'll find the back of the net eventually.
Yeah, I mean, Poke, he's had 2 shots now. Scored that one. Got it right through Kevin and Jared. Looks like they kind of pushed up a little bit. Nobody was really playing net there for the Panthers. Maybe they thought they had the clear when they didn't quite. Poke got that great turn onto the ball. Squirrels, they take this lead early. I mean, they also had pressure for that goal as well. So it seems to be whoever can keep the pressure will find the net eventually. Jared, he's going to put a bang up. Crosby's up in the air. That's down to Poke somewhere.
Oh, this is an open
Maybe
net.
it's a double.
That's got to be converted 90% of the time. I mean, you've got a 1-0 lead, but I'd still like to see that converted because now you got the other side where the Panthers can counterattack. And it's actually going to find its way through past one. Almost own goaling is Jerry, but manages to keep it out. Scary there for the Panthers.
Jared looking for another touch. Can't quite get there. Poke with the bumps. Wi-Fi goes under the ball. It's going to leave Poke in an awkward situation. He's getting bumped. He's able to make the miraculous save. So Woozy, though, going to bring it up the wall. They're going to have pressure. The Panthers will. Not a great touch for Woozy. He's just trying to get something out of it. Ball sitting in the midfield. Someone looking to take possession. Looks like Panthers will get a bang on. It's going to be backward. Looking for a double. It's a fake. Woozy can't get a shot on. It's going to go high. Poke with the clear. Really seems like some of the shot choices are not the greatest. Maybe it's miscommunications of what's happening.
Ooh, there's a bump there. Free ball. Jared's not able to get control of it very quickly. Poke able to take advantage, keeping it on that orange side. And this is what I talked about. If Squirrels can keep the Panthers on their side of the field, goals will come. As this one's actually might create a scoring opportunity, but it's going to get put out and brought back in. So Squirrels doing a very good job at holding consistent pressure and basically just keeping Panthers at bay. I mean, they've done a great job. I'd be curious. Yeah, only 1 shot for the Panthers. Well, 1 official registered shot. But compared to 7 last game, I think they're doing very well. As a shot opportunity comes through for Panthers, but it's just going to go wide. Poke underneath it. Actually going to find its way mid. Crosby already up. Going to bump on the backboard. Jared's able to clear it out. Wi-Fi to keep it in. And it's just neither team wants to control it at the second. Obviously, I understand Squirrels wanting to keep a lead, but you've got to take these scoring opportunities.
Yeah, Crosby, he's going to have to try to get some pressure. Even though he's 0 boost, you need to get pressure on the ball, not let the Panthers a free clear. Squirrels going to keep pressure there with Poke coming in. Woozy, though, he might get a shot on. He's going to leave it for Jared. He's going to go into the Squirrels corner. Minute 20 remaining. We got bumps.
Team bumps.
Actually, team bumps, that was. It's not good for the Panthers. Team pinched backwards from the Squirrels. Both teams going the wrong direction, thinking they're on the other teams. Poke Ninja, though, he's been the calm player for the Squirrels this whole game. He's looking for the bump. He got the Goomba stomp.
A great play here from Poke Ninja. As this is just great. I mean, going for the bump there was really smart. Kept him on the ground as the ball was already on target. I don't know what to say there. That was just great. Now it's 2-0 with a minute left. And Panthers, you got to start asking a couple questions here. Because as another one's actually going to find its way through, Wi-Fi for the third. When do you start asking the question is about the Panthers defense? Because Squirrels have just been walking right through them.
I think that is the common occurrence for the Panthers here. With just how these games go, I think as soon as they're down, their aggression comes out. They feel that they need to score right then. Almost a double tap opportunity if the ball didn't bounce down. But when they think they need to score, they overcommit. They leave themselves in awkward positions. They're thinking about offense and not defense. But if you let up too many goals, you can't score them back. That's what's happened here in Game 1 and now Game 3. Now, the games they won, Game 2, it was a 1-goal game. Well, these other ones now been a 4-goal difference each time.
If you're the Panthers here, do you use your timeout? I mean, clearly we're already in panic stations. It's the same defense, the same like real issue, and it's like the only issue for the Panthers because they scored almost every game, and they've been able to keep good pressure against the Squirrels. It's just their defense has been lackluster, and it is causing issues. You know, letting up 4 goals a game is never ideal. This is a double tap opportunity. Great shot by Squash. This is not what I expected to see today in Omega.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin,
Squash.
Technically a reset. Technically, he used his foot there. Got that goal. I mean, similar scoreline to Game 1. I think that what they're going to need to do is more plays like that. They're going to have to get it to the backboard, make the Squirrels not quite comfortable, put the Squirrels in awkward positions, and capitalize on the hard shots. But if you can score the hard shots that were hard saves, then you will score more than the other team as long as your defense is okay. It's going to be a Squirrels victory here. As for your question about the timeout, their GM or AGM is in the call with them, I believe. I'm sure they're coaching them, telling them, do this, we need to fix this. We'll see if they call a timeout here. I wouldn't say yes, but you want to think about it.
It's definitely a thought. I mean, but the question is here, these risky shots, those double taps, if you don't hit that, you're already in a 2v3. And at that point, we've already seen the defense kind of go into panic stations really quickly. And they've been conceded on. They get up, I think it was, 4. They went 4 for 5 on shots for Squirrels. And compared to the 3 shots to Panthers. So shot total was close. It's just shot accuracy at the end of the day. And right now, it's looking like the Squirrels have much better accuracy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the Squirrels shots. It usually had a bigger gap to get in. That game, Kevin had to hit a flip reset double, or double tap flip reset. I don't know how you would call it.
Flip reset double.
Flip reset double.
Or
Yeah,
reset double.
In order to score. So, Squirrels defense is just much tighter for the simple shots.
Yes, absolutely. It's I think impartial is the fact that the Squirrels have been working the Panthers defense a lot more. And this is what we go back to with aggression. Which team has been more aggressive? And right now, Squirrels have been on they have been on the Panthers the entire game that game. And that's kind of how game 1 went.
See how game 4 kicks off here. It's going to be the 11th game for the Panthers tonight. That's a lot of Rocket League to be playing. Sometimes it's what you got to do for these playoffs. If you're trying to win, you're going to have to play the game. It's kind of how it works. Jared passes the middle. Wi-Fi's going to intercept. Crosby's trying to keep pressure. These Squirrels, that's what they've been doing all day. Any space they get, they've been trying to pressurize. Crosby, a little touch into the corner. Woozy's trying to follow that up, get it center to Jared. Jared 50s pokey. Gonna be over towards Wi-Fi. Kevin there keeping the pressure. Panthers with the pressure here early. See if they can capitalize. No, it's off the backboard. Pokey has a little bit of space. Tries to get it past to Kevin with the touch.
Like you said, Panthers have pressure here. And this might actually drop down for a shot opportunity. No, pokes up early. And right now, Squirrels' defense is holding. It looks fairly structured, and the structure is holding strong. They're not panicking. They're keep getting good enough touches to the point where Panthers can't do much with it. And so far, they're not able to get out, but at least the defense is holding up. As there's a shot opportunity coming in from Wi-Fi. It's going to be blocked away. Poke up early. Good touch from him. Crosby back through the middle. Jared plays it out. Wi-Fi there. It's actually going to be a whiff from Jared. Wi-Fi free touch. Now a double whiff comes through. Free ball in the midfield. Crosby with the beat. Here's Kevin is there. It's going to pop over one. Actually going to get under 2. Shot opportunity for Jared if he can get there. No, he cannot. Crosby's going to beat him there. And right now, it's a little bit of ping pong.
we'll see. It looks like the Squirrels are trying to transition to their own pressure. Panthers, so they have boost. They're going to look for a counter. It's just Crosby. Woozy's going to decide to pass it over to Kevin. Kevin maybe he's going to go for a double tap here. Wi-Fi on the backboard, great clear. I mean, that's a read you need. Wi-Fi knew Kevin was trying to get something going mechanically, able to shut that down quickly. That seems to be a lot of what the Squirrels' defensive game plan has been, is to get up in the air early. Crosby's been up on the backboard. Pokey's been up multiple times. Wi-Fi there too, just shutting down the aerial attack. That can force teams to play to the ground, and some players are not good at the ground.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, Squirrels up early. And it's creating problems for the Panthers because, like I said, the Panthers are kind of starting to rely on these mechanical plays from Kevin. And they're just not working. They need to find some other way around it. As Crosby's actually going to beat 2 here. Wi-Fi beats 1 more. It's open net.
Someone needs to be there.
Poke is there. It's not. Shot's not great though. It's just saved away by Jared. He had half the net open at least. As here's again another open opportunity. Crosby shot on Jared, falling down on top of it, and was just gonna pinch it out. You had to feel like Squirrels had to feel like they should have scored there, but it doesn't matter. They had to get back on defense. It's so another opportunity goes begging for the Squirrels. Oh, here's a mistake from Poke. Crosby able to make up for it though.
They're still pressuring. Slight double commit there. Leaves Jared awkward. He makes the great touch, though. Definitely necessary there. Pokey's going to get this 50 onto the wall. Looking to pounce it out middle if he can. Wi-Fi's there for the 50. Looking for the follow-up now, too. It really just seems like there needs to be more pressure, less ping pong.
Yes, absolutely. And Poke here with control, putting out mid. It's I believe to win on the side of Panthers doesn't really make a difference though, except maybe in the boost holes a little bit as it does get down to the Squirrels side. Actually, 2 jumping here. Good on, I believe it was Woozy. He went back down, recognizing his teammate was up. As this one's going to find a way across the pitch and to Woozy as it's going to be popped mid towards Jared. Jared with the shot, triple commit, still not enough to save it. I don't know how this one was not saved out. It looked like the Squirrels had enough of the net covered.
They had every possible square inch around the ball covered, except for where the ball went. Crosby or someone, whoever was the back line, got a touch, just not enough to get it out. Panthers, a redirect attempt. This is what they're looking for. Dunk!
Oh, beautiful from Jared at the pre-flip. 2-0, 58 seconds. This looks like it might be the most back and forth series of the day.
Yeah, I mean, definitely feels like we could be going the distance with this one. It was a slow start there early, but now 2 goals back-to-back for the Panthers. Squirrels, all 3 of them have been back both times. Just not able to get the clears they've wanted or the touches. Let the Panthers get a goal. Crosby, captain, AGM, trying to make something up early. Jared's going to get a free clear away. Poke, around 1. Outplaying Woozy. Woozy's going to decide to shadow. They're both shadowing. It's going to be centered. Crosby's up. Can he place the shot? He
can.
From
Wi-Fi. Beautiful fake from Wi-Fi. And, you know, all this set up by the 50 from Poke. Wi-Fi goes for the fake. I think they're all reading Wi-Fi's touch, and it's just a great shot from Crosby. As
Crosby, I think Crosby saw the squishy save by Kevin. It's like, I cannot shoot it there. I have to hit it anywhere else, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, Crosby again here as an opportunity. Wi-Fi to actually can shoot now. It goes high.
Pokey!
Wait, Poke is up. Is Crosby able to get back to this? He is. Oh, rule 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did we have another one? Frog, do we count that as another rule 1? I was open net for Poke. Oh, shot.
I don't know. That was like almost a rule 1. I don't think it was quite a rule 1. They didn't really ever get locked.
We'll have to go back in the replays and check it here in a minute. Whereas that would be 2 I've casted this week. Oh, this is still opportunity. Oh, they're all 3 on top of each other in the corner, and the ball will fall to the ground. Game 4 going to the Panthers, and it's a 2-2 series now. And this could go either way. I mean, whichever team has had possession and has had pressure has just won every game. And it's been tough for the other team.
Yeah, it was a very slow start there. First 3 minutes, there was no possession. You said ping pong. You mentioned ping pong. It was definitely that. They would have slight possession. then it'd be the other team just going back and forth. They'd clear it away, wouldn't keep the ball close to them, till finally the Panthers found a goal, getting on a 1v3 across the Squirrels. Then they got that redirect and play that lent it to a dunk right into the net, gave them that advantage. Squirrels, their pressure there was tremendous at the end. They were trying to get anything they could. They knew they had to go. I think if they keep that mentality early in their game that we have to score, we got to have the lead, they may be able to take this game 5.
Absolutely, and this game 5 is probably going to be the most important game of the series, as it turns into a best of 3.
Yes.
And whoever wins this is on match point. And playing against a team on match point, it's nerve-wracking. And how much will that mess with a team like the Squirrels, who've had multiple series where, they've won pretty, I wouldn't say easily, but they've been on the winning side. That's on net. Poke Ninja, great save out. I didn't think that was on net. Crosby up. Can he defend the double tap? Jared's going to find it. And it's 1-0 early towards Panthers. And this is not what you want to see if you are cheering for the Squirrels.
Yeah. Crosby, a little bit of misread. Trying to play the double touch, which is the correct play. Just not get in the way of the ball. Other Squirrels could not defend it either. So that's going to be a kickoff goal from Jared. I believe that's a speed flip win.
So let's take a look here. Yes, that's absolutely what it is. And
I just realized they made a substitution. They put Agumon in for Wi-Fi. We'll see how that goes for them. Early on here, though, it's been 2 kickoff goals.
So yeah, so far it's not been looking great, but who knows? Maybe they wanted to put more offense in. If that's what they think Agumon will add. Is that I haven't seen much of this Squirrels team. As Agumon's last back touch is a little questionable. It does find the corner though. It's Jared back in field. Great save out by Crosby. Crosby has a chance to get another touch here to clear out. No, Woozy has control. This is not good for the Squirrels. As they're actually going to let this go. Jared, the shot. It's going to go wide. Crosby to clear out. Kevin. Great touch to the side to Jared. Crosby up early. He was up very quickly for that, and it paid off.
Agumon a little late to the challenge. Lucy's going to get a touch. Trying to get a touch in the middle for Crosby. Crosby rushes it a little bit. Jared played patient. Got the counter bang. Poke, though, getting a touch. Can he get another one off the ceiling? He's going to fall down to Kevin. Kevin's going to try to center this one. See if Woozy's up in the air. Great save by Crosby. Agumon was up for that as well. Poke's going to have to rush for this. It's going to be off the ceiling. Crosby a little awkward. Can't quite get the touch. It's bouncing. Squirrels looking a little panicked here early after the first 2 goals. See if they can get a clear out here soon. That was not a clear.
Yeah, that was probably the exact opposite of a clear. It flies away in the net. Jared just fits it right through 2 of them. I leads you to question a little bit, why was the move towards Agumon made? I mean, Squirrels were playing, I would say they were playing a very good series. You know, and so far they've conceded 3 times, and they kind of look, they look dead. There's no offensive life, as Jared's going to have another opportunity. No, it's going to be off the post, unfortunately, but they don't really need the goal. They just need to hold this pressure. Squirrels are just looking dead offensively. There's no pressure build up. There's actually a great bump there from Crosby to help try to get it over, but again, it's just straight back in.
Yeah, and I'm looking. I'm thinking it's also just a confidence thing for the Panthers. They look like they're playing like they own the Squirrels. They know what's up. They're playing like they can do every mechanic in the world. Maybe it was possible that last game, getting that victory, set a spark off in them. Also could think the Squirrels, maybe they're thinking there's just consistency or something would help them with for putting Agumon in. We'll have to see. Best of 3 is not much time to make adjustments. Poke, shot high. Crosby looking for the follows. Agumon going to be there. Poke actually gets the turn in. Panthers are awkward. Poke with the
Good
shot.
job here from Poke. I mean, Poke just sitting in the midfield here, just being an absolute nuisance. He'll finally find the shot. It's just good following up of his teammates. It was... It was just scrappy. Scrappy in front of the net, but if that's what you need to get goals, then, do it by all means. That's just, oh, this one's back in front of the net here. Jared's gonna get a great touch out. Crossing into the corner. He's gonna pinch it out. Poke is there. And it's two back-to-back goals in quick succession for the Squirrels.
Yeah, the Squirrels seem like they have found the spark. They found their strategy. Poke, 2 goals here in a row. We will see if they can get a third one to tie up with the Panthers. Panthers, maybe they need to make a change.
Maybe. Maybe it's in the cards. We don't know. Obviously, they have their AGM in there with them. We don't know what's going on inside his head. But Crosby's going to have a free touch here. And that's a lot of space that he's able to take there. Agnon's going to be touched. Going to have to throw it mid. He's going to go on net. Ninjas are going to be there for 50 on Kevin. And right now, it's just 50s at the midfield. Who's going to be able to break the deadlock? Double commit from Squirrels here. And yeah, pressure's starting to build now for Panthers as things start to get rolling on their direction.
Poke, he's going to have the ball all to himself. He's going to actually leave it for Crosby. Kevin, a little mistouch in the corner. Woozy will be there. Agmon trying to get a 50. That's a great pinch past Jared. This could help the Squirrels get possession. Kevin trying to get a flip off the ceiling. Poke's also off the ceiling. Still had a flip, couldn't quite get to the ball. Woozy goes for the flip reset. It's going to be 50 toward the net. Almost floats in. Poke centers it. Crosby with the shot. Bump attempts. Kevin almost over-rotates. Squirrels, they got a minute and 7 seconds. They have plenty pressure. A little bit of double commit. They just need to keep the ball in the orange half. They can find something. Crosby, great touch. It's going to go off the ceiling. Has to flip into it. It's going to be put down straight to Poke. Poke will be able to go off the ceiling again. 2 ceiling attempts in a row. He goes for a ground pitch middle to Agmon. It goes to the ground.
I feel that they're going to want that one back every day of the week because that was probably their best chance in a minute. As Poke's up here, can he get a dunk? No, it's actually going to go the way of Kevin. Agman's over 2. Jared's there. Can he follow up? And right now, all the Panthers need to worry about is, just holding on their side of the net. Or on their side of the field.
That's all they need
to
do.
Holding
20
on.
seconds. Pinch out. Jared gets it around 2. Agmon has to get a touch here. It's 50. Can he get a follow-up? It's going to be to Poke. Only 1 to beat. Oh, quick shot. Maybe not the smartest play. He had a passing option over to Crosby. It's going to be back. Agmon looking for control. They have to keep it up now. It's 2 seconds, and they're on the other side of the field. Crosby's going to try to be there. Into the corner. Poke looking for a touch-up. That's going to be down. Panthers are on to match point. 1 match away from 1 match win away from making the upper final.
Yes, absolutely. This is a complete turnaround. They've won 2 straight, and so far it's just been back and forth. This is the first time we've seen a team go 2 straight. Can Squirrels turn it around now? I mean, we might see a timeout here. I would expect to, right?
I will have to see if they claim a timeout. Again, timeouts are 1 minute after the next match lobby loads. We'll see if they take one here. If they decide not to take one, they will be stuck playing this next game, a possible match that will bring them to the lower bracket without any talk over. Crosby hears us talking, calls a timeout. We'll be headed to a timeout. They'll get 1 minute to talk things over. It's been a close series. I'm sure they can find something.
Yeah, they're going to need to find it quickly. Oh, God, you want to? Yeah. But, yeah, they need to find something. I mean, something has to change. You can't give up 3 in quick succession. I mean, it cost them early. I mean, giving up 3 that early into the game, it sets the tone. It really does.
Setting the tone. I mean, that game kind of felt like the Panthers game the whole time. When you score that quick early on, you're just leading the whole time. At the end, it came down to just playing possession, and they got that done. You'd like to see, though, maybe if there wasn't that kickoff goal, the Squirrels would be in this.
Yeah, and yeah, we can't. They can't look back though at the mistakes they made. They just kind of got to go forward here, as they do have the timeout. They are discussing what they need to do, and what would you like to see more of coming out of the timeout break?
Out of the timeout break, I think either you find a way to play faster, more aggressive. It kind of seemed a little laid back by the Squirrels there. There was not much activity. Maybe that was with the roster change. Maybe that's how they play with Agmon. They play more to play safe, not really as aggressive as I don't think that roster you'd see 5 or 4 goals like you saw when they won in game 1 or game number 3. So maybe some more aggression. Maybe they need another roster change. I doubt they will do that because when you're on match point, changing the roster again doesn't really make sense. We'll
No,
have to
no.
see though, as that's gonna be the timeout. Um, over. We'll see what they do though. I mean, I'm sure the Panthers have talked things over as well.
Yes, absolutely. They just got to keep doing more of the same. The reason they were winning is because they held pressure so well. And you Squirrels, they were trapped the entire time.
See how this one goes. Everyone is joined up. We're ready to get this one started. I want to see 7-7 game, completely high scoring, flipper sets all over the place. Let's see it for Omega.
Yes, and starting off on the orange hat, this is what you want to see out of Squirrels. Is Agman's able to cut it out at the midfield, and it's just gonna go to the sideball. It's gonna be an attempt for Jared. It's just gonna find its way to the sideball off the touch from the Squirrels. The Squirrels. It doesn't look like they've adjusted too much so far, as Panthers continue to have the pressure here, as double commit from Squirrels is going to keep him in their half. Great demo from the Panthers. Squash to the backboard. It's going to find Jared here, as right now Squirrels are just slow to it again. And when is it going to find the back of the net? Here's a shot on, and just as I say it,
it found the back of the net.
The back of that net.
Woozy, great touch off the sidewall. Beats Crosby by a mile. Hagamon has to go for an awkward save. Ball, luckily for the Panthers, hits 2 bars and goes on in, giving them an early lead here. Possible the winning or the game winning lead or goal if it stays 1-1. Poke Ninja not trying to let that happen. Crosby trying to set up for Agmon. Saved off the backboard by Woozy. Agmon keeps pressure in. It's made banked out by Jared. See how the Squirrels respond. Crosby with the touch. Ooh, a second touch. Maybe on purpose as it gets it down to Poke. Although, Panthers ball rolling across the middle. They're going to look for a shot. Agmon's soft touch. A little awkward now. Poke has no boost. He's going to have to 50 it into the corner. Panthers all the pressure in the world. Let's see what they can do with it.
And, yeah, like I said, all the pressure in the world. And, it finally escapes back to the orange half. It feels like, though, that Squirrels are, again, just getting trapped. There's a great demo from Jared to open up the field. Agman's going to put it to the sideball, but again, Wolves just going to find the right pass. This one's going to find its way mid. And this just keeps happening. It gets past one from Squirrels, and it gets past a second one very quickly. There's a shot on target from Jared. And 2-0 that quickly. And like I just said, it gets past one player, and it gets past multiple.
Panthers find that second goal. We'll see how the Squirrels respond, as they have 3 minutes before they're going to be sent to the lower bracket. They cannot work something out here. They're going to have quick pressure on the ball. Crosby gets it past one. He's going to leave it in the corner for Jared to have all the time in the world. Crosby, another soft touch. Poke, it's going to be the ceiling. Agmon gets demoed. Ball's going to be floating in the midfield. Crosby has a shot. He's trying to place it in there. Poke trying to cause a disruption. Can't quite get there for the follow-up. Agmon going to have it in the corner. Will he try to center it back to his teammates? He will. Perfect pass. Panthers able to respond and play. It still looks like the Squirrels are playing a little bit passive.
And it really does. You know, you've got all this time. Oh, there's a challenge. It's going to go right over the head of Agman, I believe. Is that who it went over?
Oh, let's see on the replay. Yes, I believe it's Agmon. He challenged.
Yeah,
didn't quite have the read.
Blast back.
I mean, I feel like it's a good push if Woozy doesn't have that read. He found the read, though, got the goal out of it. Halfway through the game, Panthers are up 3. Squirrels have to find something.
Yes, it's got to be quickly. They have to respond now. Down 3 again. We saw them last game get 2 in a row. This one's going to find the backboard. It's going to be open net for Woozy, and it's a 4-0 game. It's starting to feel like this one might be out of reach.
Yeah, Woozy, backboard, easy touch, no defender back. Squirrels actually Poke just a little bit behind the ball. Can't quite get there in time. Panthers up 4. This was the dominance they were showing earlier.
Yeah, and we were hoping the Squirrels made an adjustment coming out, but it looks like they just thought the game plan would work more the same as actually here's an opportunity. It's not going to go in. They need to start moving a lot quicker. It's a lot of, slow movements. The challenges have been delayed. Here's some whiff from Poke Ninja, and it's just going to find its way in the corner. And Panthers haven't really had to break a sweat this game. They've kind of had whatever their way with everything.
Yeah, I mean, as a Panther, you'd want that, you know? You'd want to not have to try, get a free win. Who doesn't love to win free? I mean, I sure would take a win if I could. So Agumon gonna actually double commit. A little miscommunication. Poke saw Agumon the whole time. Agumon probably didn't see Poke. They're just trying to hit the ball, trying to get it into the net. It's a minute 20 seconds left. It's looking basically over. Crosby trying to get something going, trying to get bumps on. See what Poe can do. He needs to hit the shot here. It's going to be a double tap attempt. Jared with the great save. I don't think there's much Squirrels can do better here. They just have to try and get some kickoff goals.
Yep, and right now it's looking like there's not much anyone would do. I have a minute left on the clock. Great demo from Crosby. Might open things up a little bit. If Agumon can get a shot on, and he can't. 54 seconds. Oh, double commit from Panthers. It opens it up a little bit, but again, you're down 4. They need to respond. I mean, they need to respond right now. It's actually going to be an open net for the Panthers. 5-0. I mean, if you're the Squirrels, is there any hope of turning this around?
Not 8 seconds per goal. Think about it that way. Yeah, 8 seconds per goal. That's a kickoff goal every time. Unless they have some crazy kickoff strategy that is going to happen right here, which...
Oh, we see a fake, and it's going to work out here, maybe?
Oh, almost.
They're
Almost
still going to
got
find
that
themselves in
to
the orange
work.
half. Unfortunately, though, 30 seconds left. They don't have the time to sit around. They've got to go.
This ball is going to be launched to the sidewall. Jared pops it up. 20 seconds. Poke looking for something for the road. See what they can get into the loser's bracket. What a double tap.
There's an amazing shot here from Poke. Unfortunately, too little, too late. If we would have seen this earlier from him, I feel like that kind of changes the momentum of things. Unfortunately, 17 seconds left. There's not much time left to do anything. Yeah,
8 seconds.
time winding.
Poke.
Yeah, time winding down here.
See if they can keep it up. I doubt that will happen. 1 second. Poke trying to keep it up. It's going to fall down. That will be the game. Panthers are on to your upper final in Omega. Guaranteed top 3. Squirrels will live to fight another day on the losers bracket on Saturday. Both these teams will